All right, so this video will focus on two-way tables for 9.3. And the very first thing I have to do is kind of go through and figure everything out. So let me go through and do that. So I go through and just add these up. So this is 16. This here is 30. This here is 16. This here is 30. 30 plus 16 is 48 altogether. Now that I've filled all this stuff out, now I can start answering the questions that I have here. And the way that you answer the questions is you read very carefully. I know it sounds silly, but it says, how many people surveyed speak more than one language? Well, if I look here, speak more than one language. Yes. So if I look here, that would be a total of this column here, and it's 16. So that's my answer, 16 for the first one. How many people surveyed have never traveled outside of the United States? Never traveled. So that would be 16 as well. The next one says, how many people only speak one language? So I have to do that first. Speak one language. That's the no column, right? So it's this one here. But then it says, and have traveled outside of the United States. So then this is the number where the two come together, right? Because it's the no and have been outside the United States. It is just 18. But again, I have to read it really carefully so I know where to start from. If I start from the top or from the bottom or the side, it's all based on how it's asked. So again, speak only one language, that's the no for speaking more than languages, so it's this one. And then travel outside of the United States, yes, and this is where it is, so 18. So we basically want to be able to read and make two-way tables. So if I go through here, what I want you to do is I want you to very quickly complete all of these. Notice that all the totals, when I add them, should add up to 65 on both sides. Just like our last one, if you looked at it, they both added up to 48 on both sides. So this bottom right corner should always be the same vertically and horizontally. All right, so when I go through here and I start figuring this out, all right, when I add these up, here are my different columns. So it says, are there any black and gold XL t-shirts in stock? So black, so I'm looking for black and gold. Black and gold. XL t-shirts in stock. No, I go black and gold, I go XL, there's none in stock. Now I do the same thing as I did before. And it says, how would you alter the number of t-shirts that you order for the next season? Explain your reasoning. Well, I probably won't sell as many XXLs as I will for larges and mediums. Most people probably fit within this category, I guess. So maybe I'll order most of these things here and not as many of these. This here, it says work with a partner and make two-way tables from the data and use estimation. So observations I make, there's definitely more girls than boys. I noticed that a lot of people work 0 hours per week. It seems as though girls work more than boys if I look at this in general. So that's some of the observations that I'd make. If I interpret the marginal frequencies, so if I look here, this is 22 or 23. This is 7. This is 8, and this is 22. So here are some of the marginal frequencies that you might have seen. If I look here, it says how many students will attend the dance. So attend the dance, so I'm looking at this column, but not the football game. So it looks like it'll be 5. So attending here, not attending here, it's the 5. Then it says find the marginal frequencies. So there's a total. If I go through here and add them up, I'll have 51 kids altogether. 25 of them will not attend the game. 40 will attend the dance, because if I add this up, 40 will attend the dance. It looks like 36 will not attend the dance. So there's lots of things you could figure out. So here's the survey. This is just a random survey, and it's made here. They want to make a two-way table. So here's what I have here based on that. And then finally, here's the last one. Make a two-way table based on this information. So again, I have my lunch, I have the pack or the buy, and I have my different grade levels of kids across the top. And then you can figure different things out based on that. So this is really how you use two-way tables. It'll help us determine percentages of various things, compare data. That's really all we're trying to focus on. Remember, always read what it's asking for first. So if it said like, how many people buy their lunch that are sixth graders. So buying lunch that are sixth graders, right here, 9. So I mean, really pay attention to what it's asking for. And if I said like how many students buy their lunch in general, well, it's 50. If I say how many sixth graders are there, it's 20. So lots of information that you can figure out based on what is